Hey, this is Dr. Willis with Golf South Foot and Ankle. Today we're going to talk about puncture wounds. With the warmer weather and everyone being outside more and barefoot, we see a lot more of these injuries during the summertime. The big thing with puncture wounds is they can lead to a lot of large issues, abscess, soft tissue infections, even amputations if they're not treated correctly. So we'll just go over a few little points. So puncture wounds usually occur most likely a nail or another metallic object. It could be wood, large splinters, such like a piece of wood off of a wooden deck or whatnot. When you do get a puncture wound, it is very important that we see you in the office. I see a lot of patients who they may go to the ER and get antibiotics and even have their wound flushed a little bit, but the biggest issue with puncture wounds is that the wound tends to close really quickly, and therefore you can develop an abscess deep in the foot. The first thing that you want to check for is, are you upsetting a tetanus shot? That's the most important thing. Usually, as long as you've had the 3 doses prior, as long as you've had one within 10 years, we don't have to worry about the puncture wounds. So patients, they'll say they went to the ER and the doctor flushed it out, which is the correct thing to do, and they put them on antibiotics. However, the big issue is that with puncture wounds, the small entry point can heal over and close and not allow the wound to drain. So I usually tell patients all the time, especially our diabetic patients, if you get a puncture wound, even if you go to the ER and are placed on antibiotics, I really want to see you in the office so that we can properly evaluate it. A lot of times with puncture wounds, especially through the shoe, you can get little fragments of rubber or your sock shoved deep into the foot. There's tons of bacteria in the soil that can get lodged into the deep areas of the foot. So usually what we like to do in the office is just do a little local anesthetic, make a little tiny incision, flush it out real good, and really just let it heal up on its own, because you don't want to form a deep abscess. The bottom of the foot has several compartments that can really harbor abscess, and they may not even appear for a few days, and they'll just be kind of brewing deep inside your foot. And then whenever they start appearing and you start noticing redness, swelling, severe pain, they can have a large abscess with a lot of necrotic or dead tissue deep inside the foot, and it can actually lead to having to have an operation where we actually clean out a lot of the tissue. So if you get a puncture wound, give us a call. We'll get you right in. If it's over the weekend, by all means, definitely go to the ER, get started on some antibiotics, and give us a call on Monday. But it's really important to make sure these wounds are properly treated initially, because they really can lead to large problems or severe problems down the road. Thank you.